Hey everybody, it's Malika from Malika Speaks, and I am back at you again. And I'm happy to be back with you today. I want to thank everybody who is listening and who is tuning in today because I got something very, I think, powerful and informative that I want to share today as it relates to women. Now, this is an issue that can certainly be tied into everybody because it is about, the Black woman, the Black man, and of course the Black family. But it's very personal to me, and I want to share it with you all today. I think it's important that as we speak, the whole channel being Malika Speaks, it's about sharing my voice on different particular topics, but it's also about you who don't have a voice. Excuse me, learning to exercise your voice and speak up for yourself. So today, Malika is going to be speaking on women not feeling safe and not feeling protected, being bullied, being violated, and some of us are even being killed. And I think it is just a damn shame. I think we need to speak up for ourselves more. I think we need to stop covering up the bullshit. I think we need to be protected. We need to feel protected as women. And, if we can't do that, if we're living in a society where we can't do that, then we have a problem. It's like Houston, we have a problem. And I'm going to tell you where I had a problem. And I'm going to tell you what's going on with me in my own life and how just detrimental it is, and it might be to some of you out there, especially in this age of social media, in this internet age, and we got a lot of crazies out here, y'all. A lot of people that heads are not together, a lot of people who have suffered from mental illness and who just they just throw it off. As we say, we got people who are thrown off, and it has to stop. I will be silent no more, and I will speak my truth, and I will what they say, speak now or forever hold your peace. I won't be holding my peace on today. So I want to tell you, I had someone who, I'm going to tell you a story about my personal life, okay? About a year ago, I got involved, maybe a little over a year ago, I got involved with a particular story. It was a very popular story that myself and some other people were covering about a cult, okay? And this was a Black man who basically was stealing and kidnapping girls and taking them to be inside of a cult. And I got involved with this particular story because it had pulled on my heartstrings. I've been working with women for almost 30 years now. I'm dealing with domestic abuse, dealing with family dysfunction, dealing with sexual abuse, and all kinds of other things. So someone had alerted me to the fact that these women were basically getting hijacked, and it seemed like at the time that they were not able to escape this cult. Okay, so that piqued my interest. So I was already doing my own thing. I was already on the internet before this. I already had a full career in this, so I had no vested interest or emotional attachment to this story other than the women that were involved. It was young women that were involved. My heart is for young women, and that's how I got involved. And I started connecting with a lot of other YouTubers who were covering this story, and got involved with, I guess what we would call like a journalism group, right? It was just a lot of different people who were doing the same thing, and everything seemed fine. We were making connections. We were covering the story. And then what happened was, inside of the story, I began to cover a series called How to Catch a Predator. Now, one thing I know is when you are covering anything or when you are doing anything, there is a certain energy that is attached to it. There's a certain energy that comes along with it. So I knew that a negative lashback or a certain energy would be attached to this, right? But I didn't know really how crazy people were. So what happened was there was this journalism group, and somebody said something to somebody, and next thing you know, these two particular people were fighting. Now, me, if you know me, know that I am very diplomatic. That's what I do. I'm very diplomatic. I try to be fair. I can be objective, because I have a perfect amount of masculine and feminine energy at the same time. Well, the thing just got out of control and out of control and out of control. The group split up, and I end up going with, I guess, what they would call a group A, which was a group of the original people. Now, when that happened, these other people got it in their minds that somehow a lot of things were going on that weren't. And they went on a full-fledged lie, slander, and whatever else campaign. Now, what I want to say about that is, and I still stand on this, is I had nothing to do with the original falling out. Okay, I had nothing to do with that. That was between two male people, and all I tried to do was be diplomatic, and it couldn't be resolved, and so I thought people would split up and go their separate ways, and it did not go down like that. And so these people began to slander my name. They began to just make lies about me. They began to attack my character. They didn't know me like that. I'm in a professional world, so most of the people that I know don't even know them, which was a good thing. But the lies that they told, it was continual harassment. And this one person, his name is Harold. We'll just refer to him as that for now. The name is Harold. Begin to constantly stalk me. Begin to constantly lie about me. Begin to constantly attack my character. He did this over and over and over again. Videos at a time, which I have. Text at a time, which I have. Comments in other people's chat at a time, which I have. And I never said a word. I never responded back to these people. I never made retaliation videos back about these people. I just kept silent. I took the high road because me as a queen understands that this was so low level vibrational, right, that I would not come off my throne for this. Now, let me clear this up once and for all. This was about I guess these people thought that they were exposing me for a story that we did, quote unquote. If you are on here and you were part of that whole thing, there was a young lady named Naomi, and they said that it was a fake story and wanted to expose me for that. Well, let me make it and put it on a record right now today about this Naomi story, so that we could just put that to bed. Okay, Naomi was an undercover young lady who went in to catch a predator. That's exactly what she did. And because of the nature of the story, the sensitivity of the story, Naomi, just for the record, was not her real name. Okay, so there you have it. Naomi was not her real name. She wasn't a real Naomi. She was a catfish that we sit in to cover a particular story. But because of protecting her identity and what we were doing, I did not speak about that. See, that wasn't about me. It wasn't a lie that we told. It was to protect this woman's identity because she did not want to be outed. Okay, and I'm going to leave it at that. So these people went on this complete slander campaign for nothing, and they had this argument, this disagreement with this other person, and it had nothing to do with me, but they kept pulling me into it because I was associated with him, pulling every time, even down to this day. Every time they get into it with this man, they pull me into it. They try to say my name. They try to slander my character. They try to bring it up when I am not paying them any attention. I am being a mother, a friend, a sister, running my businesses. I don't have time for this. It's so low level vibrational. But what I do have time for is to speak up, for my voice to speak up, say this is not fair and it is not right. Nor should you be threatening me, nor should you be trying to intimidate me, nor should you be trying to make me feel unsafe in any type of way. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? It can be good for other people for that not to happen to, but not be good for me because you have an issue with this other person. That's what I want the public to know. This never had anything to do with me, but I am the woman that's just feeling safe and unprotected and bullied and violated, and who knows what else. There have been crimes that have been committed and people that have been killed over this type of thing, and I think it's disgraceful, and I'm speaking on it today. Malika speaks on it today. So we had all of this thing that happened, and this person claims that, this Harold claims that, he told me to stay out of it. Well, here's the problem right then. You're not my man. You're not my father. You're not anybody that I would, take your opinion or advice into consideration, but you don't tell me anything. You don't tell me a damn thing. And that is where the problem rose. You said you told me to, basically you telling me to stay in my place, that don't say anything. Don't get in between it, which I never was in between it from the door. That's between you and this other man. And then you start attacking me as a woman, and you've done it to other people before. I'm not the first woman that you did it to. I'm not the last woman that you did it to. And you continually do it. You continually show up. You're showing your hand, my friend, because you continue to do it. You continue to show up. You continue to violate. You continue to bully. You continue to intimidate. You continue to harass. That's what you do. And that's what you're doing. And the community and the public needs to know about it. And it needs to stop. The buck stops here right now today. I won't be a part of this. I will speak up for myself, and I will call the authorities if I have to get them involved again. That's right. I said again, because I did it before. Now let's set the record straight on this. This person, I think, had an interaction with the FBI, and then, I was an agent, and I was this and I was that. I never got any of those alphabets involved with anything. Let me tell you what Malika did. Malika called the Houston, because that's where I was living at the time, and you can see it in the thumbnail, the Houston Police Department, to file a harassment report on this individual because it had gone too far. He had stalked me and harassed me. He was showing up on my pages, commenting. I could block this dude everywhere, and he kept showing up. So it was in my best interest as a woman, as a single woman, as a black woman who felt unsafe and unprotected, to protect myself against this cyberbullying, to protect myself against every violation that he was making, and to protect myself in case, he made comments about, dead man walking and different things like that. What am I to take that? Am I just to sit around and wait for something to happen? No. So I went to my local, let's get that straight, my local authorities, and pursued a harassment report against this person. And that's it. So whatever else happened beyond that, whoever alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G got involved, I didn't have anything to do with that. If they got involved, that should let you know that there was a reason why they got involved. Everything's on social media. So everything that you say and you do will and shall be held against you. That's why I'm speaking up today. I'm speaking out on it, and I'm saying it's a disgrace, and I'm saying it's got to stop. I won't be feeling safe, and I won't be feeling unprotected. This person is still bullying me, still trying to intimidate me, still mentioning my name, even up to yesterday, still mentioning my name on videos and trying to drag me into this. And I just want the community to be aware of it, that there are things like this happening, that there are people that do this, real people in real life, and they hide behind the keyboard, and they hide behind the screen, and they get their little posses, which is not fair, their little crew together, and they can just, try to ruin your life in a heartbeat. And so I want to speak up for myself today, and I want to speak up for all the women who are experiencing something like this and who are not saying anything about it. Now, my particular story that I shared with you about me and this Harold person was something that happened online, okay? And he's not the only one that did this to me, but he's the one that I'm speaking to and about today. He had two friends also. One of them who is quote unquote supposed to be a lawyer, an actual lawyer. Okay, and another young lady who, is just part of their crew. And I've never done anything to these people, by the way. Let me let you know. Now, this lawyer had wrote me a letter, which I still have, asking me to I don't think he asked me to take anything down. I don't want to say that. I think he was talking about slander and defamation of this Harold person, which I never slandered him and I never defamed him. What I did do was I put up a post and I had that, and I said that this person continues to, what I'm saying today, continues to stalk me and harass me and, do all these different things. And he has done that. The proof is there that he has done it. Every text that we have had between one another, you can see where he has done that, telling me, I told you to do this and I told you don't get into it. And now this and now that, which is portraying his behaviors. And, I guess he thought I was just going to take the L and I just was going to be quiet. And I did that. I did that for over a year, but enough is enough. When will it stop? When will it end? When will men stop feeling like men like this? Not all men, but men like this stop feeling like they have the power to make you feel smaller, to make you crawl and get in a corner and not say anything about this and not address this. So I am speaking up for those women. I'm starting my own No, Not Us campaign or whatever. They had me too. And no, enough is enough. Hashtag enough is enough. I won't be bullied. I won't be violated. I won't be made to feel unsafe. I won't be made to feel unprotected by this man or any man thereafter. And I want this video to go as my public statement and to be on record for any and every authority that needs to see it, that this is continuing to happen still today. I wanted to come and share that with you guys. I know it seems like I don't want it to seem like I'm real aggressive, but I want to put all the passion and all the emotion that I feel into it. This has caused me so many problems. If those of you who know my story know that not only am I a survivor of lupus, but also end-stage renal failure, where I go to dialysis 3 times a week. And because of that renal failure, it has caused some heart failure problems, some lung issues. These people have talked about my disability. These people have wished me to die. These people have said all kinds of mean and angry things, and I just think it's such a tragedy for anybody to be made to feel, less than because of something that's wrong with them. I've never, retaliated back with, this person, even who is attacking me and who keeps bringing up my name, has some health issues himself, which is why I don't really understand. I've always tried to have compassion and empathy because I know what that is like. I know what the different transitions are that you go through. And even still in that, I can look at them as a human being. But when it has gone too far and when it starts to affect my life, when it starts to affect my health, when it starts to affect, even the way my children being very upset by this going on, by seeing this, them being young women themselves, I think it's totally unfair and I've just had enough. And I wanted to get on here and I wanted to make this video really as a teachable moment to share my own story and also to teach other women, young women, old women, any women, that you don't have to be silent and you don't have to sit in the corner and you don't have to feel threatened. If somebody is making you feel like that, then you need to do something about it. Don't wait for somebody to come and to rescue you and to know what's really going on and you have misplaced anger or resentment. No, you have to speak up for yourself. You have to let someone know what's happening. You have to get help, other help involved if you cannot do it your own self. So I just wanted to open that up today for conversation so we can continue conversation. You know how we talk about what we talk about online, we take it offline and we continue the conversation. But how do you feel? I want to know, how do you feel about women, especially Black women, feeling unprotected and unsafe in today's society, in and outside of the home? It's not just outside where you are or might be in danger. Now it's inside also as well. And we don't talk a lot about that. So I wanted to bring that conversation to the forefront and just share kind of what happened to me with you on it. And I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on where this goes. If this person continues to harass me and engage in inappropriate behaviors, and what I'm going to actually do about that, because I've got another level, another step that I'm getting involved now to even help me if this continues to go any further, because we just won't have it anymore. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. You can email me. The information is in the description box. And you can even write a comment. I'm not going to let all comments come through. I always review the comments because, like I said, people can get crazy. You know what I mean? So now I just kind of had, this is a totally new, brand new channel. I had to even break away from my other channel because I had so much hate and negativity on there from the people that not only were harassing me, but their friends. There's groups and groups of these people and people who support them. And I just wanted no parts of that. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Although before this whole thing, I had been on social media, and obviously after, I'm still on, and now I've just started a whole new channel to continue my work, my important work of, healing and health and wellness to Black people, the Black man, the Black woman, the Black family, to continue the healing of us all. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to speak up. Malika's going to continue to speak up, and I'm going to continue to be the voice, not only for myself, but for the people. So I love you all. Thanks for joining, and I'll talk with you later. Wait a minute, it's not over. Here's another part that I wanted to specifically play. That is from my daughter, just to let you know how upset she was when she had to give this statement. I mean, the tears that she was even experiencing. So I wanted you guys to hear this. And then I'm going to end it. You can leave your comments below.
This man, I don't know him. I'm not familiar with the YouTube community like that. But my mom has told me he has been harassing her and defaming her name, and I do not appreciate it. I have to watch her cry over this. People coming in her comments saying very rude things, disliking her videos, because this man who knows nothing about the great woman she is decides to tear down her character all over what? I don't even know, but I'm tired of watching my mom suffer from this man's words, and it has got to stop. And you all on YouTube are responsible for holding him accountable for talking to women like this. This is disgusting. And I don't know who raised him, his grandmother, his mother. You all did not teach him how to respect women. And I'm tired of it.